Last time on Steely's Corner.
From here on, it gets really scary.
That's nothing. You've just been playing around with a ghost. Wait till somebody lets out the darkness in this place. That's a whole new bunch of crazy shit. You'll hate that shit.
As we continue with another movie from horror maestro John Carpenter himself, Vampires.
Let's show this prehistoric bitch how we do things downtown.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Steely's Corner. This is day 9 of our 31 Days of Halloween Watch-a-thon, and we're going to continue with an installment from 1998. One of the greatest masters of terror brings us a new breed of evil. I can only be talking about John Carpenter's Vampires.
Oh, I do not like vampires. Ugh. I can't even look Count Chocula in the eye.
The setup and structure for this movie is actually quite common amidst Mr. John Carpenter's filmography. He likes to take different elements from film genres and mix them in with westerns. He absolutely loves the idea of an old western, so he takes any other formula that exists out there, most of the time within the horror genre, and put him up against a tough, hard-as-nails cowboy type person. And that's exactly what he did. The movie stars James Woods, famous for being James Woods.
The child won't even let me touch her.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to give them candy.
The guy who played Terry Silver in The Karate Kid 3, and one of the Baldwin brothers. It really doesn't matter which one. It's not Alec. That's all you need to know.
The movie is actually based off a book of the same name by John Stokely. In his universe of vampires, a lot of the common weaknesses that they have are thrown the heck out the window. Garlic doesn't do anything, silver doesn't do anything, crosses do absolutely nothing. There's only 2 true ways to kill a vampire. Stab him through the heart with a wooden stake, and get him in the sunlight. We find James Woods as the leader of an elite vampire hunting team sanctioned by the Vatican. Playing master vampire hunter Jack Crow, he wields his crossbow into a nest of vampires to rid the world of their abomination. Well, it ain't quite a chainsaw, but hell yeah, crossbow!
Open wide, baby.
After what his team believes to be a successful mission, Jack still has some reservations of the fact that they never actually found the master vampire within the nest that they had just exterminated.
Nothing like a little head, eh, Padre?
Even though they didn't find the master, the team returns to their hotel room to celebrate, not knowing that an evil dark force will be beckoning their door at any moment.
Cobra Kai!
No mercy, bitch!
Oh shit, quick, sweep the leg! Oh look, it's the fat guy from Sons of Anarchy. Ooh.
No mercy, bitch!
That's better. This master vampire completely wipes out his entire team, including their padre. Jack realizes that he is absolutely no match for this master vampire. It is like something he has never seen before, and he thought he's seen it all. Oh, come on, Hunger Games! You need your freaking bow! Outside of the hotel room, Jack and Montoya make their way into a getaway van, grabbing the prostitute that had just recently been bitten by the master vampire. A chase ensues, but they do manage to get away. You mean to tell me peak James Woods can't handle this guy? Where the hell is Mr. Miyagi when you need him? Don't talk shit about James Woods. So our two heroes have to separate to try to figure out what to do. Montoya takes the prostitute with him over to a hotel in Monterey and lays low. But because he knows that she has a 48-hour psychic link to the master vampire that just bit her, he has to put her in restraints and essentially kidnaps her.
They kept the prostitute hostage? You usually have to pay extra for that.
Jack, meanwhile, seeks counsel from one of the cardinals of the Vatican to try to get a little bit more information about what the hell happened. Finding out that this master vampire was a lot more than meets the eye. He is over 600 years old, and he has actually been put down in the books as the first case of vampirism. A master vampire known as Valak. Valak? The bitch from The Nun? Jack really doesn't feel like what the Cardinal is telling him is sitting very well, and he uncovers a conspiracy along with his newly appointed padre. The two uncover the fact that the Vatican is actually secretly behind what is going on with this master vampire and this unholy Black Cross.
You mean to tell me the Vatican isn't on the up and up? Say it ain't so!
The plan is for Valak to get his hands on the cross and give him the ability to walk during the daylight, making him unstoppable.
Vampires that can walk in the daylight? That's like that jerk kid nobody wants to play superheroes with because he has all the powers and nothing you do will ever be able to stop him. What a dick.
I'm going to stop there because this pretty much gives you the last maybe 40 minutes for you to experience for yourself. Yes, this is an over-the-top, macho-style, western, bang-bang, shoot-'em-up style of movie with some vampire and supernatural stuff sprinkled in. But let's actually take a look. There isn't that many vampire movies out there. I mean, yeah, there's some, but vampires always seem to more fall in line with the action genre than they do the horror genre. I mean, you've got Underworld, you've got Blade. Let's not get into Twilight. I don't even know what the hell that is. I'm sorry if I upset any of you, but vampires don't sparkle. I said it. This movie is very much a product of its time. I mean, it's overly macho. The dialogue is a little clunky, but John Carpenter does tend to make guys movies filled with adrenaline. He always, almost every time, hits the 4 B's of any macho action movie. Beer, bullets, blood, and babes. And I love it. He's an American hero. With a modest 42% on Rotten Tomatoes, this movie really didn't make any waves at the box office when it came out, practically breaking even. It had a $20 million budget and only made $20.3 million domestically, meaning they only made a $300,000 profit off of a huge freaking movie. It is not viewed as one of John Carpenter's classics, but for die-hard fans of vampires, James Woods, and Carpenter himself, it's at least a decent watch. And to cross it off the list if you're going through a watch-a-thon. It definitely isn't PC, so if you're easily offended, don't freaking watch it. I'm sorry, just don't. Vampires can be watched on Hulu right now. Well guys, that's about all the time we have for this episode. Please make sure you check in tomorrow for our next episode, episode 10, when we cover another great horror anthology, but this one came at the beginning of the 90s, when we review Tales from the Dark Side, the movie.
No mercy, bitch!
Do the crane thing! What's that drum thing? I am never gonna do another movie with a chainsaw in it. Am I?